There is a lot of pressure for people to act how society wants them to act, and a series of consequences if not. Women are expected to, act like ladies, and men are expected to act like knights in shining armour. But nowadays, we have the ability to express ourselves a lot more freely without the rumble of negativity coming from society completely destroying us. However, a lot of boomers still have strong opinions on things like gender identity and what each gender should and should not do. So today, we've spoken to a range of men from all different backgrounds, of all different ages, from different states, and we have asked them what is something that is labelled as feminine that they do, that they think other guys should do and why. And here's 10 things that they vouch for and think that other guys should try too, so make sure you like and subscribe to today's video. The first thing, skincare. The advertising world likes to separate female skincare and male skincare to make people feel more or less feminine about participating in taking care of your skin. You will find that a lot of men's products are in navy or black packaging and use a lot of masculine slogans to make men feel less concerned about buying these products. But in reality, if we're being honest, your skin is an organ. Both males and females have that. And looking after it should not make you feel too much of anything. Everybody needs to look after their skin, otherwise you can be 25 looking 65 from dehydration and lots of sun damage. So buy whatever skincare products you want to try, regardless of the packaging and also the advertising slogans. And remember, it does not make you feminine to want to protect your skin from the sun, and it's not a feminine thing to want to look good, because looking good is key. Honestly, if you want to turn heads, the easiest way to do that is with good, glowing skin. And that is why Tiege Hanley is the sponsor of today's video. If you want to start getting into skincare, this is perfect because Tiege Hanley makes everything so simple. They take the guesswork out of what products you need. Now, I recommend you start with their level 1 system, which is this box right here. And it comes with all of the basics so you don't feel overwhelmed with where to begin. And let's take a look inside. Inside, you have a daily face wash to get rid of all the dirt and grime on your skin, a 2 times per week exfoliating scrub to get rid of all of those dead skin cells. This is going to give your skin such a nice boost that you will look amazingly glowy. You also get an AM moisturizer with SPF 20 because you don't want to look like a leather sofa when you reach the age of 30. And also a PM moisturizer, which is going to help your skin stay hydrated and healthy throughout the night. Now, my favourite part about Tiege Hanley is that every single box comes with an instruction card that tells you when to use each product, how much to use, and in what order. And even female skincare doesn't get that. They really make the process of achieving and maintaining amazing skin so amazingly easy. In addition to amazing skin, members of Tiege Hanley get tons of benefits, including at least 25% off the retail price, the ability to customize your box, exclusive monthly deals, pause or cancel at any time, and free US shipping and low-cost shipping to most other countries. And because Tiege Hanley is sponsoring today's video, they are offering my viewers an amazing deal. All you got to do is click that first link in the description below and you will get 30% off your first box plus a free gift. So click that link and get started today. Express their emotions. Men are taught from a very young age, which is very sad, that openly expressing your emotions could have drastic repercussions and consequences when it comes to living up to this stereotype of masculinity. Now, a lot of the younger generation that we spoke to have voiced their opinion on this, and they have stated that openly expressing your emotions is not only healthy for them, but also makes them appear more attractive to women, and I promise you it does. Suppressing your emotions can lead to a lot of psychological problems that, if left untreated, could have really bad consequences to you and those around you. Being comfortable with yourself enough to talk about your feelings and process them in a healthy way is the best way to go about things. Hygiene. Surprisingly, quite a few of the older generation have it ingrained into their brains that if they shower too much and keep up with personal hygiene, they are slipping into the feminine lane, which is a big no-no for a lot of people. Not really sure how getting a shower makes you feminine or masculine, if anything. It just makes you clean, which is beneficial for you and everybody around you. Some people believe that taking the time to look after your body internally and externally could be perceived as feminine because a lot of women like to look good. But let me tell you right now, there is not one person that you will come into contact with who would thank you for only showering once a week. Shower at least once a day. Hobbies. It's a little bit strange, isn't it, that having a hobby outside of your career could determine whether you are feminine or masculine, and the hobby that you choose to pursue could further label you as one or the other. So if you don't play a sport like, for example, soccer or hockey, then society may not be considering you as masculine. That's because sports are seen as rugged and needing a lot of muscle to be good at it. And of course, society says only men can fulfill these roles. However, some of the guys that we spoke to were very happy to admit that they don't even watch sports, and never mind participating in them. Some men prefer to find a hobby that's less physical, like reading or listening to music. A mani-pedi. Traditionally, it is women who go to a salon to get a manicure and a pedicure because it is seen as a feminine grooming process. But some of the guys that we have spoken to have agreed that they do like it too. Not only does having a regular manicure keep their nails healthy and their hands looking good, it also means that those who naturally bite their nails aren't doing it as much because, well, they've paid to have them to look nice. A lot of men work with their hands, so having that 30 minutes to an hour treatment allows them to relax and give their hands some TLC. Plus, if you're going to be touching women in sensitive areas, then you need to have clean hands and fingernails. Cooking. Although we have world-famous male chefs, it is still seen as a female's job to cook within the household. However, it is not a feminine task to do, and everybody should learn the basics of cooking because it's something that you need in order to live. Constantly dining out and ordering takeaways can be very expensive in the long run, whereas you can make a hearty home-cooked meal for as little as $3 per portion. Cooking does not have to be complicated, nor does it determine whether you are masculine or feminine. It is a basic necessity that every human needs in order to live. Friendships. We all have friends of different genders, backgrounds, ages, etc., but it's predominantly women who openly talk about their friendships and how their friends better their lives and help them through rough times. Now, a lot of the guys that we spoke to have voiced their opinion on how it should be more socially acceptable for guys to tell their friends that they love and appreciate them without getting some weird looks or some crazy whispers. Not every day is promised, so if you go about your day and not expressing your gratitude for your friends simply because society says it's too feminine for a subject to talk about, well, you never know when the last time you'll see your friend is. Also, it's found that more men commit suicide than women because they are taught to not talk about their feelings. So that simple, "Hey man, I appreciate you, thanks for being my friend," could be exactly what they needed to hear to go on for another day. Cocktails. When you think about alcohol, you automatically assume that guys drink beer and women drink cocktails. It's a very strange beverage situation where we are deciding to genderize things. And if you order something that is not seen as your gender's drink, then people will stare and question you. Cocktails are delicious because of all the great ingredients that are put together to make the drink. Although the name of the cocktail may not make you feel manly when you're asking for it, it doesn't make you feminine to want to try a sex on the beach. Yoga. Exercise is defined by moving your body to increase your heart rate enough to kickstart the fat-burning cycle. Scientists have said that every human being on this planet should regularly exercise for up to 30 minutes, 3 times a week, just to keep their body active and healthy. As society has grown, so have the stereotypes of what exercise each gender should and shouldn't do. Yoga is mainly about flexibility and strengthening your muscles, so realistically, it should be seen as a universal exercise, but it's not. Yoga is perceived to be as a feminine exercise. That being said, guys, you should definitely try yoga. Not only will it help to build strength and balance within the muscles and posture, it also opens the doors for meditation, concentration, and breathing, which could help in other forms of exercise too. Get ready for this one, makeup. Women use makeup to blur their imperfections and accentuate their natural beauty. There is no reason why guys can't do the same thing, right? We all have dark circles and acne at some point in our lives, so why should it only be socially acceptable for women to mask these types of insecurities, whilst men just have to grin and bear it? If a guy wants to fill in the sparse areas of their beard in the same way that a woman fills in the sparse areas of her eyebrows, there should be no gender conflict for this. If a product has been made to fill in where your hair should be or where you want it to be, you should be able to use it regardless of whether you are male or female. We understand the pressure that society puts on you as the individual to live up to these unrealistic standards that have been created for you. But it's important for you to acknowledge that you should be living your life for you and only you. If you want to do something because it makes you happy, then do it. If you want to drink a certain drink because you like the taste of it, order it. If you want to paint your eyelids red because red is your favourite colour and you think it looks great, then please do that. Life is too short and very precious to live for other people and their expectations.